to another mixed trading card unboxing. So we have 10 packs for this video. First, an overview. We'll begin with New Kids on the Block photo cards, followed by ABC's soap opera All My Children cards, then some KO boxing cards, followed by Everway collector cards, then some Little Shop of Horrors cards based on the movie with Rick Moranis. Next, some Star Trek cards from the original TV series, followed by Gone with the Wind cards, some Paul Chadwick art cards, and then some vintage motorcycles, ending with Fern Gully cards. Let's begin. Okay. The astoundingly popular boy band, New Kids on the Block. Joe. I've not heard their music. Alright, and then we have an action shot. I understand that they did a reunion tour with the Backstreet Boys. Unfortunately, I can't name any of these musicians. But they were wildly popular. I do, however, like the solo career of Timberlake, who was a Backstreet Boy. Alright, so now that we've gotten this back out of the way, the longtime NKOTB fans have had their fill. We won't have to revisit this particular card set again. All My Children. This is another media franchise that I don't have any idea about. But Joe Martin. Dazzling television fans for a long while. Joe and Ruth. Greg Lawson. And then there's some information. Oh, this is a trivia card. You can pause if that's something you're interested in. We have Jeremy and Natalie, soap opera stars. The soap opera motif, I think, is still in place and popular all around the world. And I guess if you think about it, a lot of things would fit into the category of soap opera. Tom and Erica having fun on the docks. A fire at the Montgomerys. Oh, the drama. Okay. Now we have Fragile. I don't know if this was a character's name or one of her defining characteristics. Trucker Mackenzie. Very appealing to a certain demographic. I'm sorry to subject you all to this if you're not into those two previous packs, but now I'll make up for it with some boxing cards. Alright, Joe Gamache, a lightweight boxer. These cards are unique, and I like the kangaroo featured on each card. His boxing gloves, I just noticed, are two different colors. Maybe this has something to do with the weight class of the boxer, or I'm not certain, but purple and yellow. Alright, featherweight Barry McGeegan. Okay. A dangerous fighter there doing his warm-up routine. Nate Miller, a cruiserweight. The Kangaroo has some blue gloves. Good action shot. A manager named Sherry Finkel. Happy to be participating in a sport loved by so many. The last boxing match I watched was, of course, the famous one from around Christmas time. With Pacquiao, Fred Pendleton. The alert eyes of a skilled boxer. Okay, Robert, maybe not one of his shining moments as a boxer. There seems to be some blood. Seamus McDonough, a cruiserweight combatant in a stunning display of power. Okay, Donald Curry is a middleweight boxer, or was. This is another great action shot in this card with the white background. Looks good with the fade. White and blue in the border. Leonard and Duran. A legendary match between these two fierce competitors. Let's see who won. The first big fight of the 80s. And Duran won. Duran. Okay, well, this is a very nice artistic representation of a boxer. And I'll be hanging on to this card. This is a very well done piece of art. Okay, Mark Breland, a junior middleweight. A very intense look. Quick reflexes. Quick eyes. Harold Graham. And Todd Foster. The Kid. Oh, so this was the actual guy who was in Punch-Out, maybe. Taking on Popinski and the others. Moving forward into some Everway companion collector cards. Always some good cards as we check out the art of this artist, and this is no exception. Some odd creatures from an odd universe, dealing with the circumstances of their world, racked by war or famine, pestilence, or maybe just frost giants. Okay, watch that you're not struck. You wouldn't want to fly high into the sky. Okay, this is a very well done card. I'm very pleased by this alien looking creature. And a council surrounding the protagonist, or something. A dim, moon-drenched scene with some obscure magics in the air. You can almost hear the fabric and the gems clinking on this humanoid's sleeve. But human beings do, in some cases, have 6 fingers on each hand, so we don't want to jump to too many conclusions about the alien origin of that being. Okay, very nice. I'm so happy to not be running into copies of some of the cards I already own. This is an unusual beast, crackling with energy. In another dim world. Okay. The Barbarian Warrior. That's a repeat, but very, very nice. Okay. This horse-drawn carriage is a very fanciful, by anybody's approximation. And these tiger fish creatures are approaching on horseback. I have a feeling that the people in the carriage will win the day. Overall, a strange card, very evocative. The crisp air, I can almost smell the flora of that world's. Yeah, so a lover's embrace beneath a statue of a bodhisattva. A very fine card. Quite evocative. Balanced nicely with the bird and the tree. Exquisite. It takes me to quite an emotional place, and I think we've all been there. Alright, the bandit tamer. There on the veldt, commanding her army of ferocious pandas. While the sun beats down, there's another odd and fanciful world with some strange mushroomery and an even stranger being. Screeching out, "Come at me, bro." Alright, a wartime scene. Just the horrors of war here are well represented. And this is a fine card with any card with a Conan-esque type of character in a battle scene is up my alley, and this one is just very stark. Okay, great. So, very fine show, once again, from Everway. Alright, the Little Shop of Horrors cards, published by Topps. 5 stickers. Actually, these are stickers, and I remember enjoying this film when it came out. A pink stick of gum. A boy's best friend is his Audrey, too. Until it develops a taste for human flesh and blood. Ah, yes, there we go. If you've not seen the film, this is a shining example of the, both the horror and the humor of it. So it's an extremely well done film. Wow, Orin, the leader of the Black. This is a fantastic sticker. Oh, and on the back we have a comic representation of movie scenes. That pathetic little weed is going to save our shop. Well, I suppose it depends on what state you live in. Devil, Dentist of Death. Okay, very, very well done. Great, great. Excellent. I recommend you see this film immediately if you've not seen it. The Moranis remake. Okay, now for some Star Trek cards. Just above my head is a Star Trek Next Generation poster. Okay, so TV credits. And Mr. Spock. Great card. I'm at a loss for words. And the backs of these feature information about the actor. That's great. He was the son of a barber living in Boston. Alright, they're being protected by their environmental suits. We need to get all the bubble wrap we can get our hands on so we don't contract alien viruses. More TV credit cards. Oh. Preview there. Okay, very, early example of cutting-edge TV special effects. For the world is hollow, and I have touched the sky. This is very well done. We do get some information about the episode and background. And it's just a sterling example of why this show is so beloved. A hollow asteroid is a spaceship governed by a computer called the Oracle. That just sounds like the making of a great film. 2015. The Land of Troyes. I'm liking these cards. I would almost pick up another pack for a future installment. Obsession. A fragrance for Starfleet captains. Spock's brain. I wouldn't go poking around too far in there, Captain. Vulcans have an unusual mating ritual. Great, very well done. This is perhaps my favorite card so far. I've been looking at engineering YouTube videos about motorcycle engines, so that reminds me of that. Okay, the handsome and brave and ferocious captain. DC being. And ending with Spock and the captain. Once again, saving the day. Using their skills of deduction. And also sticking with the tenets of Starfleet non-intrusion policies. Okay, Gone with the Wind. Wow. You can see that I got some odd card packs this time instead of the usual art cards. Hope you don't mind. But I thought, there might be some surprises. And this card would look fine in any kind of art photograph collection. It's very evocative. This too is a fine card, and I'm pleased with my purchase. She may be about to toss that small ceramic sculpture across the room. I must admit, just much like all my children and New Kids on the Block, I don't know too much about this. Oh, Scarlett's rage. Yes, she's raging. Okay, and this character is... I don't say. Hattie McDaniel. Must have been the actress. Okay, another excellent card. The Dappled Sun. Hitting the fabrics and the plants. Very evocative. Technicolor film. This must be an early movie poster. In a field of poppies. Although I don't think those are poppies. Stark. And another ending with a great picture. Even without any knowledge of the film or the or whatever sequence that is, it's still a very evocative image. And one of the reasons why so many people love the cinema. Paul Chadwick. Alright, we're going to enjoy some art cards. Once again by this renowned artist. Oh yes, and starting out strong. Here we go. Melting into the bed. This barren dreamscape. You must empty yourself for sleep. I've heard anyway. Alright, another exquisite card with the very pale patterning. Oh, they seem to be flying over a field of crops on a strange pterodactyl-like albino dinosaur monster creature. So he is entrusted with protecting this maiden. So a great evocative image. Just wish that it was a film. It's always a good sign. Let me see here. So we get to learn something about the geology of this planet. What a strange and warped world. So this is a Dali-esque treatment of this universe. Not too bad. Alright, very well done. Also looks kind of like an image from a film. Okay, that's very well done. And out of left field, we get a figure study. A barbarian, maybe some type of warrior from a medieval realm. Oil painting called Warrior. Okay. Now some beasts have been unleashed. What is this owl going to do about it? Is it a political moment? It's an alien world. Some chaos erupting. It's just carnage. There's no other way to put it. So what is the eventual fate of those characters, we wonder? Ah, here we go. Yes, very, very well done. This image, this does it for me. This type of spare treatment with something of an oddity layered. It did seem familiar, so it seems to be Nixon a 79 painting that enlivens the imagination. The soaring eagle hawk. Humans have domesticated these giant creatures in this world. My favorite piece of pop culture media where you are riding a turtle is the game Golden Axe, and you're actually just kind of walking across the surface of its back doing battle with skeleton warriors and stuff. Alright, American Vintage Cycles. I wasn't sure I was going to revisit this collectible card set, but I recently bought a motorcycle, so I couldn't resist. And maybe my helmet needs to be outfitted with a Rick Moranis Little Shop of Horrors sticker, eh? Okay. So I think this is what you would call a bobber, an actual early 1930s bobber. If the people who customize their bikes these days put that type of seat on there, I think that's what it would be called. The Excelsior. I bought a Honda Rebel, and I'm waiting on a new battery to come in the mail. Okay, an Indian V-twin. That's a very fast fashion forward bike. Check out what they've done to the passenger seat. Very nice. 26 Harley Model B. I wonder what the street value of this might be. Another early example of a Harley. We do have a Harley-Davidson store in our town. And that's actually where I signed up for the Motorcycle Safety Foundation basic rider course that gives me the waiver to jump without a driving test through the DMV State Police to a being fully licensed after a month has elapsed of holding my permit. So I got all geared up the other day and I was ready to take my first ride as soon as I was street legal. But as soon as I sort out these battery issues, I'll be on the road. Okay, very, very odd looking motor. Well, I was going to say in that last one, but this one's even stranger. Wow, a Henderson KL. So if you're into bikes, this may be a treat. I did watch a great video on how contemporary, I guess like basic motorcycle engines work. Check out this strange chain on this one. Looks like it would shred your leg to pieces. A 1910 example of a motorized bicycle. Very unusual. It looks like something from a steampunk universe. Don't they wish they could create something so evocative? Okay, a Harley that maybe saw service. I guess I wouldn't have expected that Harley was putting bikes into the field of battle. Wow. Okay. Some very old bikes in this pack. These are, this is a better pack than the last one I unboxed. A lot of different engine formats. And, really some odd novelties. Looking very much like a a bicycle. This one even has the sprocket and chain set of a real bicycle. Okay. Alright. So, finally we're going to end with some Fern Gully Last Rainforest cards. And once again, this is some media that I'm not that familiar with. I don't think I've seen the movie. Maybe a scene or two when it came out, but we have, I was hoping for some odd, lush, animated landscapes, and I'm already being treated to that. Some flowers and trees. Okay, and some evil birds. Talking with the fairy. This must be an early encounter between the fairy of the forest and the, maybe the character who's just a regular person from civilization. Okay. Some beetle riding bad guys. Alright, Fern Gully. Probably a great, fun adventure movie. Ranking high on the list of thousands of people around the world. And a color card, Uck and Rock. Or, if you choose, you can color in the Goanna. So, I hope you enjoyed this series of cards. And I'll be right back with another one. I have 10 more packs primed and ready for the next video.